Hi, welcome to our demonstration of how generative AI, particularly IBM's Granite models, can revolutionize banking operations in areas such as fraud detection, risk assessment, your investment strategies, and complaints. So today we will explore the WatsonX.ai platform, focusing on the prompt lab, how to fine-tune these models with various data sources, and I'll show you a live demo of how these can be used for the use cases I mentioned. But first, let's start with the prompt lab and the different foundation models available, right? But for our use case today, I'm going to be focusing on IBM's very own Granite models, right? Okay. So starting with the Granite models are developed by IBM. So these are a cornerstone for the BFSI sector because of their adaptability, efficiency, and the robust security measures that they have done to ensure that these models are developed responsibly. They're trained on diverse data sets, including all your enterprise financial documents, making them particularly effective for the banking applications. Granite series of models has your instruct as well as chat built on 13 billion plus parameters. It is built on something called as Decoder architecture. So this architecture enables them to excel in tasks such as summarization, question and answering, content generation, and more, making them highly relevant for domains such as banking, legal, and finance. So 13 billion means that they have been built with 13 billion plus parameters, striking a balance between computational efficiency as well as the ability to generate high quality content. And these can run on very low amount of compute infrastructure, making them accessible for business applications without requiring a lot of infrastructure, right? So it is very cost effective. And a cornerstone of these models is the emphasis on specialized training and rigorous data governance. IBM's data governance is comprehensive, evaluating data sets for governance, risk, compliance criteria. This includes standard data clearance processes, data quality checks, and focus on ethical AI practices. And with the use case, just to summarize, it provides a wide array of natural language performance tasks, such as summarizing long form of content into concise summaries useful for financial reports, legal documents, customer feedback, your RBI compliance, question and answering, providing accurate answers to queries across a huge financial corpus, content generation for generating reports, insight extraction, and finally, trust and transparency is the core of the Granite series. It ensures that every data set used in the training undergoes a rigorous review process. Additionally, the hate, abuse, profanity detector works to eliminate all the hateful content. To conclude, IBM's Granite models are a testament to powerful enterprise AI. Its architecture and use cases is a must use case model for banking, financial, and legal. Now let's dive into the WatsonX.ai platform, specifically the prompt lab. This interactive environment allows you to test, fine-tune input data, and receive immediate results. It's where the magic of prompt engineering happens. And fine-tuning these models for banking involves adjusting certain parameters for creativity, for how many tokens or words you wanted to consume, how effective you want it to be, right? So for instance, in fraud detection for our use case and two other use cases, we have fine-tuned the model to recognize patterns indicative of fraudulent transactions or risky loan assessments, right? And if you want to understand how to fine-tune these parameters, I encourage you to look at the video series above. And a critical step in leveraging AI for banking is connecting the different models to various data sources. This could include transactional databases, customer profiles, market data trends, and the WatsonX.ai allows you to make this process seamless, and getting this intelligence and embedding it into your code is as seamless as possible. But I won't be taking more of the platform. Let's dive into the first demo, where we will see, by analyzing transactional patterns and customer behavior, how the Granite model can identify anomalies and indicate fraudulent activity, alerting the bank in real time. So this is an interactive demo, and where that inferences your large language model, that is Granite in this case, for the use case of fraud detection and risk assessment. Okay, so for our first use case, we're going to detect the fraudulent activity based on the transaction details, right? Okay, so this is the prompt, and we have used the IBM Granite model. Detect the fraudulent activity based on the transaction details, 5,000 Rakesh, and we have certain other details. Okay, potential fraud detected. What's the reason? The transaction amount is significantly higher than the average transaction amount in the past month. The further investigation is recommended. This is just a single prompt. However, you can pass all your Excel, CSV databases, connect to data sources, and get intelligence for all these transactions in a single Excel format, right? And we have a second transaction. Ravi Priya, INR 200, Ashok Nagar, Chennai, no ATM withdrawals in the last month. Okay, a potential fraud has been detected because the account holder hasn't made any ATM withdrawals in the past week. This sudden withdrawal in a different location is unusual and may indicate unauthorized access. Further investigation is recommended. Okay, so like I said, not just individual prompts or individual transactions, you can attach documents and get all these intelligence as downloadable reports, right? So let me show you that feature. So this is an example of the Excel file that I had ingested or uploaded. This has transaction ID, time, amount, customer ID, and merchant ID. Now we're gonna try to flag off potential fraudulent transactions. Okay, so out of the 10 transactions, 4 are marked as legitimate and 6 are marked as fraudulent. Okay, so I have a wide range of insights, and I can also perhaps go and download this particular report, the inside of which is given here. Okay, so this is the output that I would get if I download the Excel report, right? So as I see, yes, fraudulent, I think 60% or 40% is fraudulent, and the recommended action. So this is just a representational demo. Your model's accuracy, its prediction and insights accuracy gets better and better over time as it handles more and more such data inputs. Initiate a detailed discussion, no action required, freeze the account, conduct a forensic analysis, right? Okay, so for the second use case, we are going to look at risk assessment for 2 use cases. That is loan application, what's the risk of default? Second is risk assessment in terms of the bank's investment decisions, right? So given the following applicant's financial information, his profile, his risk level, I want the model to categorize with justification whether it is low, medium, or high, right? Okay, so the input is that the applicant annual income, current employment duration, credit score, existing debt, loan amount requested, and the purpose of the loan. You can give in additional details as well. So how you want to train the model for, and the weightage for these different factors. You can custom tune it and train it. Okay, the applicant's risk for the personal loan is assessed as medium, while the applicant has a stable job and a moderate income. The credit score is slightly below the preferred threshold, and there is existing debt. Okay, the loan amount is reasonable, but the credits and the debt to income present moderate risk factors. Good. And for the second risk assessment, for our investment criteria, we're going to pass it in investment portfolio, the details, and determine the risk profile based on the allocation of assets and as well as the prevailing market conditions. And finally, we want it to give me a risk rating for that particular investment. So this is the input. I have equities, bonds, commodities, cash, market volatility. Economic forecast is quite uncertain as always. So the risk pattern or profile is aggressive because the majority of allocation lies in equities, 60%. If you're favorite about investment, you know that at your base you need all bonds and commodities to shore up your investment, right? And coupled with the market volatility, high risk profile should be prepared for potential market fluctuations. And however, we also included that the AI's responses are based on input data and the current economic context, which has been trained to analyze. And finally, IBM comes with enterprise level analytics, reporting, and dashboarding capability in terms of IBM Cognos. So all these insights, all these intelligence that you get through generative AI can be seamlessly connected to IBM Cognos, and we can have rich intelligence and analytics. For example, the percentage of fraudulent transactions that have been currently identified over time, which are the fraud hotspots in terms of geography, the percentage of loans that are likely to default, how much of my transactions are fraudulent, how much of my transactions are non-fraudulent, and finally we can have a loan risk score against potential return as scatter plots and much more intelligent visualizations we can show, right? To summarize, we saw how we can analyze transaction patterns and customer behavior using the Granite model and identify anomalies that may indicate fraudulent activity, right? And next, we saw the concept of risk assessment for loans and investments and how banks can use trusted generative AI to evaluate the risk profile of loan applicants and investment opportunities, making informed decisions. So, generative AI powered by IBM Granite models and WatsonX Prompt Lab offers banks unprecedented capabilities in a multitude of banking use cases. And by fine-tuning these models and connecting them to a data source of your choice, we can enhance operational efficiency. Not just that, but also ensure safer, more personalized services to our customers. My name is Venkatesh. I'm the Senior Business Architect for SBA Info Solution. We are a technology company based out of Chennai, enabling data-driven regulatory companies and enterprises to drive exceptional customer and employee experience through trusted generative AI, leveraging the WatsonX platform. If you want to leverage WatsonX for your bank or insurance or your enterprise, please do reach out to us.